the game that ended just about 20 minutes ago or thereabouts. And also behind Excel Physio, who are also on 4 points. Excel Physio with a record of 2-1, while the Bombers have the record of 1-0-2. So for the Gulls, a chance to move into first place in the standings here as things are starting to take shape. Every team has played at least twice. The two teams that just came off of the ice, the Bombers and Excel Physio, have played their third games. This is the third game each for the Gulls and the Rangers. As mentioned, the Gulls with a victory and a tie. Their win coming this morning over Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm, a 4-0 win, with the shutout victory going to the goaltender Noah Harvey. And for the tie, they ended up actually tying the host team, the Werewolf Bombers, in the opening game of the tournament back yesterday afternoon. For the Rangers, they come in right now with a record of 0-2 after having lost on the opening day 5-1 to the South Shore Lumberjacks, and then losing earlier this morning to Excel Physio by a score of 3-2. So for the Rangers, this really is a must-win game for them. If they want to have any chance of making it to the semifinals, they still have one more game left tomorrow. That'll be against Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm. But they can't be looking ahead to try and rely on that game to get points. They need to get some points in this one if they want to have realistically any chance of making it through to the semifinals here at this tournament. So for the Rangers, a lot of pressure on this one. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. And the first key, as far as the Gulls are concerned, I do believe, now I stand to be corrected, and goodness knows it won't be the first time in my life I'd be wrong, and it would be far from the last, I'm sure. But I do believe that this is the first game back for Leighton Carruthers after a suspension. I believe he is back in the lineup. I was busy doing a lot of writing of notes, so I didn't catch whether he was actually out there for the warm-up or not, but I do believe Carruthers will be back, and if so, that is the first key to this game. And if he's not back in the lineup, well, that in and of itself becomes a key to the game as well, because as we've talked about, Leighton Carruthers, 61 points in 31 games for the Gulls during the regular season, a big part of that team's success. And so he is the first key to the game, his presence or the lack of his presence in the lineup. Second key to this game has to be, as we continue to tell this story, power plays. Power plays have come up huge time and time and time again throughout the course of this tournament so far. For the Gulls, their power play has performed quite well throughout the course of this tournament. They have scored twice out of their 5 chances, 40% efficiency, nothing wrong with that. And their penalty kill has been perfect on 9 opportunities. They are 9 for 9 on the penalty kill, more times shorthanded than any other team in this tournament. But when your penalty kill goes 9 for 9, you can get away with that. For the Rangers, their power play 1 for 3 when you've only gotten 3 chances. Hard to get a lot of goals off of your power play. They do have 1 goal, though, in those 5 chances. But the big story for them is their penalty kill. It has only successfully killed off 1 of 5 shorthanded situations so far this weekend. 4 times they've given up power play goals, 2 in each game so far here this weekend. If they want to have success, they're going to need to stay out of the box. And if they can't stay out of the box, they're going to need to have a better penalty kill than they have had over the course of these first two games. And the third key to this game has to be the speed of this Gulls team. You look at Casey, you look at Newcomb, you look at McDonald, you look at Pellerine, you look at Furlong. So many of these guys on this Gulls lineup with so much speed. It is going to be a big challenge for the Rangers to try and deal with that speed. It's going to be up to Vallis, it's going to be up to Carr, and it's going to be up to Rennie for the most part to try and counteract the speed of the Gull forwards with the Rangers defensemen. And those three guys are going to be relied upon in a big way to try and deal with that speed with those Gulls forwards who can be so very dangerous. Zamboni just finishing up the resurfacing after the warm-up. We're just about ready to get the teams out here onto the ice. Don't forget, if you want to join the conversation about this game, you can do so by going to Twitter and sharing your thoughts. Send me a tweet at PetterPC_sports. You can also follow my Twitter feed. You can follow as well the Twitter feed of the tournament itself. It's at 2019_major. And you can get all of your information as to what's going on by following either myself or the tournament, or hey, why not follow both of us? Great way to stay up to date on everything that's going on here at the Pictou County Wellness Center here this weekend. As we look down, it appears that it is going to be DeCoste who's going to get the start for the Bombers here in this one, as Tommy comfortably hanging out on the bench to get ready. We can tell you that Russ DeCoste 0-1 with 5 goals given up in the one game that he played. He played that game against South Shore, and an .808 save percentage. And so he is going to be the one to get the start, his second appearance in this tournament after starting, as mentioned, that opening game against the Rangers. I'm going to presume that Cooper Fleming gets the start here. Noah Harvey, that is, started the game this morning that ended up at the 4-0 shutout over the Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm, and it is indeed Cooper Fleming who's going to lead the way out onto the ice. Fleming comes in with a record of 0-1, with having started that tie, the 4-4 tie for the Gulls against the Wherwell Bombers. So a record of 0-1, a 4.0 goals against average, obviously, and an .880 save percentage. And as we look out to the starters for the Rangers in their blue jerseys with the red and white trim. We'll run through the starting lineups for you after O Canada. As mentioned, the Rangers are the home team for this game in their blues with the red and white trim, the double block style numbers a la New York Rangers on the back, and the Brooks Bandit style logo on the front if you're a fan of Junior A hockey across this country. Starting, no big surprise, it's the usual suspects in the starting five. Broderick and Carr with Jarrett, Todd, Jenkins, and Harvey in front of goaltender Russ DeCoste. And for the Gulls, it's going to be Owen Fleming and his defense partner out there with him is going to be the man who has the puck right now, and that was Madigan. And the forward unit to start things off, Ledrew, who has the puck now with Casey and Pellerine. And as I look down at the Gull bench, I do not see Carruthers. So Carruthers, this must be the final game of his suspension. I believe he was given 3 games. I thought he had served 1 in the playoffs, but apparently not. So he will be available as of tomorrow for the Gulls. Carr, his shot gets blocked on the way through. Fleming, that's Owen Fleming, tried to play it off the wall and up to Ledrew, but that got intercepted. Now back to the line, Carr, his shot gets blocked. And picking up there, Casey. Gulls in their whites with the black and gray and green trim, with the white numbers on the back with green piping, making it a little challenging to see that white on white. Cross ice pass for Todd, but he has a little bit of trouble corralling it up. Madigan knocks Carr down. Now Madigan will play it around to the near side. And it's flipped out to center there by Joseph. Back to get it is McEwen. McEwen working it ahead off the boards and into the Gull zone. Back for it there, Furlong trying to get away from Jake Todd. He gets it out to center. McEwen plays it back up the wall the other way. Now it's sent back down and into the Ranger zone. Back to get it there behind his net is McEwen. He goes to play it for Rennie, but it ended up hitting the side of the net. Now it's sent towards the front of the net, but steered away there by Russ DeCoste. In behind the net, Joseph got the pass out in front, but couldn't get a shot away there, could the Gulls. And so with 2:01 gone here in the first period, play now for the Rangers. Puck bouncing around. Now it'll come out to center, and Francis will settle it down. Francis takes a bump from Reeves, loses control of the puck, and working ahead there, John. He gets it to Graves. Graves able to find O'Neill, McPhee, who dumps it in. Now the puck comes back up to the line. McDonald there. He takes a shot. Pad save made by DeCoste. Reeves at the line. There's a chance, and that one goes whistling wide. Now Reeves tries to send it back down, but that was broken up by Carr. Now out to center and right back in again. Casey going after it in the corner. Has the puck knocked away from him, and it comes up there to Hunter. He takes an awkward hit into the boards. Hunter a little slow to get up, and as Madigan tries to bring the puck in, offside there was Shortall. And we'll get that face-off because of the offside. 3:05 gone here in the first period. Casey taking the draw against Todd. Unusual to see Todd taking a draw when he's out there with Hardy and Jenkins, but Todd did take that one. Now here's a chance trying to get the puck through to Shortall. That doesn't result in a shot. Now Carr has it. He'll play it up to Hardy. Hardy over to Todd far side. That pass a little bit off of his feet. Now Hardy will bring it in, but Todd was already there. Offside, 3:35 gone here in the first period. Still no shots on goal recorded so far as we're into the 5th game of the day out of 7 here at the Wellness Center. Madigan gets it to center. Hardy will dump it back in again. Now the puck worked up the wall. Pellerine there. He plays it back to Reeves. Reeves brings it around to the near side for Fleming. Owen Fleming cutting to the middle. Up comes Fleming. Out into the Rangers zone. He'll send it in deep. Set up behind the net. Pellerine actually was the first one there after DeCoste left it behind the net there. Now the Rangers are able to get it out to center. And it's played to Hardy, Hardy with the shot. Blocker save made there by Fleming. Played down now back to the line for Carr. Carr with the shot. That goes up over the net. Comes all the way around and out to center. Joseph chasing after it against Pilgrim Edwards. Joseph gets to it. Pilgrim Edwards gave him a bit of a whack though. And Pilgrim Edwards able to get to the puck. Now here comes Francis. Francis will send it down deep into the goal zone. Back to get it there is Guthrow. Up the wall intended for Joseph. That too far in front of him. Carr takes the shot. It's blocked by O'Neill. Now O'Neill comes out, gains the red line, takes the hit from Carr as he dumps it in and goes off on a change. Rangers with the puck in behind their own net. Over 5 minutes gone here in the opening period. Reeves knocks it down at center, then goes to dump it in, but it ends up hitting a player on the Ranger bench. And so the faceoff will be just outside the Ranger blue line. 5:25 gone here in the opening period. Just one shot on goal so far. That came from the Gulls. The Gulls are the visiting team in this game as they are wearing their whites. In the corner, there was Ledrew. He tried to center it, but that got knocked down. Now Carr trying to work it out to center. He does. Puck down into the Gull zone. Hustling back to get to it there is Newcomb. He's able to work it ahead. And out comes McDonald. McDonald trying to get away from the back check of Lloyd. Can't get away from Vallis, however, as Vallis gets good body position and brings the puck up. Here's Vallis. All the way down into the goal zone. Vallis out in front, and a big save there off of a glorious chance for Hunter off the nice pass from Vallis. Now the puck sent down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing call. 6:20 gone here in the first period. As my good buddy who does Nova Sounds trying to drive me crazy with the music that he's picked. That internet sensation that we'd rather not talk about. Oy vey. Here comes Graves as he gets past Vallis. Graves, but Vallis able to tie him up enough not get a shot away, but it does draw a penalty. Now there's Graves in front. Chance for Pellerine. They jam away at it. And DeCoste finally gets enough of it that the referee blows it down. And it will be a holding call against Ethan Vallis. Great hustle there by Cotter Graves to get around Vallis and down the ice to generate a scoring chance that turns into drawing the penalty at 6:38. So Vallis goes off for the hold, and the power play that is 2 for 5 on the tournament, 40% efficiency, goes up against a penalty kill that has killed just 20% of the opportunities that they've given up. 1 for 5 on the penalty kill. 4 power play goals scored by the opponents of the Rangers so far this weekend. Off of the face-off, Rangers get the puck out and down the length of the ice. Owen Fleming back to get it. He'll let Madigan, pick up. Madigan, his pass a little bit behind Newcomb. Newcomb gets it up off the side wall. Now following up and helping out there is Cale McDonald. In behind the net. Tried to set it up for Graves. He couldn't get it, and it sent down the length of the ice. Settling it down now, Cooper Fleming. And he leaves it for his defenseman. That was Madigan. He drops it off now for Furlong. Here comes Furlong. Working in. Furlong cutting to the middle. Takes a shot. Save made. Rebound ended up back on the skate of Furlong, and he kicked it into the corner. Now it comes out in front again. And the Gulls can't get another shot away. Out to center. Jenkins all by himself. Takes it down into the corner, trying to kill as much time as he can. Gets the puck taken from him and Furlong. That pass into the foot of Guthrow, and it rolls right to Jenkins. He takes a shot. A save made. Puck still loose. And now Guthrow will get it, but Jenkins draws a slash with exactly 8 minutes gone, so we'll have 38 seconds of 4-on-4, and then the Rangers will go to their first power play of this game. Slashing the call against Carter Graves. So Graves draws a penalty and then takes a penalty here in this first period. When the Rangers go to the power play, it'll be their fourth one of the tournament. They are 1 for 3 so far. And as we've mentioned in the opening, the Gulls have been shorthanded more times than anybody else so far this tournament, but it hasn't hurt them yet as they are 9 for 9 on the penalty kill. Puck ends up in to the crease of Russ DeCoste. He's able to cover it up and hang on for a face-off with 19 seconds left of 4-on-4. Couple of quick questions. Anybody who's watching, if you can give me the answer on Twitter, send me a tweet at PetterPC_sports. The two Todds on the Rangers, brothers, cousins. Likewise, the two Flemings on the Gulls, brothers, cousins, or just coincidences in one or either case. Give me the answer. There's a shot from Carr, and Fleming makes the save. Now the Rangers are on the power play for the next minute and 16. Gulls get the puck down the length of the ice. Back to get it there is Carr. Also, if I'm mispronouncing any names like DeCoste, if it should be DeCoste instead of DeCoste, or anything like that, by all means, let me know. I'm not doing anything intentionally to offend anyone, but if I am getting a name wrong, there's Pellerine with a shot that goes wide. Now Carr behind the net again, 45 seconds left in the man advantage. Carr working his way up. Now he'll make the pass across to Hardy. Hardy will dump it in. It comes all the way around to Vallis. He tried to get it to Jenkins. Comes right back to Vallis again. Now in behind the net. Here's Todd working it back to the line. That was Jarrett Todd. Back to Carr. Over for Hardy. He and Carr switch places. Shot. Jenkins looked for a deflection, but really didn't change the direction of that shot much at all. Now Carr back to Hardy again. 8 seconds left in the power play. Back over to Carr. His shot partially blocked by Madigan, and Pellerine will get to it. Plays it only as far as the line. Carr sends it back in, but now out will come Madigan with it. Madigan has it go through Carr, but couldn't quite get back onto the puck in time as we're under 5 minutes left to go here in period number 1. Still no score between the Rangers and the Gulls. Hardy sends it into the Gull zone. Going in there after it, Pilgrim Edwards. He leaves it for Hardy. Hardy to the near corner, now up the wall. Cut back to the middle of the ice. Hardy goes to take a backhand shot. It goes off a body right back to Hardy. Then he sends it back to the line for McEwen. And his shot right into the glove of Cooper Fleming. The Todds are brothers and the Flemings are cousins. There you go. Thank you very much, Joe Utaro, for that information. So we've got a couple of sets of cousins in this tournament with same last names. We got the Fleming cousins here on the Gulls, and we've got the cousins on the Cougars. No, sorry, not on the Cougars. Yes, on the Cougars. Oh, it's been one of those lengthy days here. Now back to the line for Rennie. Rennie's shot, that goes off a stick and into the corner. 4 players down there in the corner battling for it. Now it comes rolling out, picked up by Graves. He gets it ahead to McDonald. Or that was Reeves, rather, who got it ahead to McDonald. Then a pass ahead intended for Graves. And actually, now I've got somebody else telling me the Todds are brothers and the Flemings, it's a coincidence. So I'm going to go with the fact that somebody has called them cousins. And that other set of cousins that we were looking at was with the Lumberjacks. It's the Hopkins cousins. So Flemings, I'm going to go with Joe Utaro, who says cousins. And the Todds brothers will definitely work with that. All right, since we got that information from 2 different sources. Trying to dump the puck in deep, but it ends up hitting the linesman. Now working down Hardy. He tries to center it there for Jenkins. Puck played to the line and out. Vallis now getting knocked down is Jarrett Todd, and very slow to get up. They're going to call that an interference, as we've got 3:08 left to go. And the second power play of the game here for the Rangers as Pellerine goes off for interference. 11:52 the time of that penalty. Rangers now 1 for 4 on the power play for the tournament. 0 for 1 here in this game. Carr with the shot. That can't get through all the traffic in front, and it's sent down the length of the ice. Just 15 seconds gone in the penalty so far. Carr gets it ahead to Vallis. Vallis gains the red line. Dump in, wraps all the way around to Hardy at the far wall. Hardy setting up at the half boards, now to Carr at the point. Carr back to Hardy, top of the face-off circle. Cutting towards the middle, now play it to the near side. Vallis back to the line for Carr. To Hardy, his shot, save made, and quickly getting on top of that puck is Cooper Fleming, and he'll hang on for a save. 1:16 left to go in the penalty. And 2:24 left to go here in the first period. Still looking for the first goal in this game. Vallis holds the puck in at the line after it was an attempted dump out by the Gulls on the wraparound of the boards. Vallis trying to center it there for Jenkins. He couldn't get a real good shot away as there was too much traffic in there. Now Joseph coming out with it. Had Vallis all over him on the back check, and now Jenkins will come up and pick up the puck. Tried to play it ahead, but Joseph breaks that up, and he'll send it down the ice. And coming in hard there is McPhee. Carr gets to it first, though. Carr now trying to generate some speed as he comes up and all the way into the goal zone. Carr stops in the corner. 45 seconds left in the power play. To Hardy, that shot comes up and over the net. Off the back glass, came over the net and rolled down. And having to be quick on the reaction there was Cooper Fleming to make sure that that didn't end up crawling across the goal line. Now here's Rennie. Works it down, intended for Pilgrim Edwards, but Furlong gets in his way, and Furlong will send it the length of the ice. Setting it up there now is DeCoste. 5 seconds left in the penalty to Pellerine, just over a minute left to go here in the opening period. Francis has that roll off of his stick, but ends up getting it back. It rolls off again. And now Madigan will get the pass over to Shorthall near side. Shorthall working his way down the left wing, has it knocked off his stick. Passed back out to center. Madigan had to wait for his man to get onside. He does. Now carries down into the corner, tries to go cross to the back door with that one, but not able to make the connection with Shorthall. Another save made by DeCoste. 38 and a half seconds left in the first period. Hard to believe, but that is just the 9th shot on goal between these two teams here in this period. 5 taken by the Rangers, 4 taken by the Gulls. Off of the face-off. Goes in behind the goal, below the goal line. Carr gets it ahead. Now Jenkins out to center. Newcomb sends it back in. Played back out again there by Broderick. Furlong circles back, gets the long cross-ice pass up to Pellerine. Now for Casey. Casey coming in, takes the shot, blocked by Carr into the corner. Casey gets it back again though. Now for Pellerine, he fans on his shot, and that'll go out and down the ice. Just 2 seconds left to go. Furlong will kill off the last couple seconds, and that will do it for period number 1. No scoring, but not for a lack of some chances by both teams. Rangers take 5 shots, Gulls take 4, and we'll get a quick break while the teams change ends. As we get ready for the start of the second period here in this one. Last game of the day for both of these teams, but they will both have one more round robin game left. The Gulls will be back on the ice tomorrow at 8 a.m. when they take on the John Jim Cougars. For the Rangers, they will play the last game of the round robin, taking on the Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm. So for the Rangers, a 4 o'clock start today, and then 18 hours, which in a tournament of this nature is an eternity for a break between games. Lloyd, Hunter, and White to start off this period for the Rangers against McDonald out there with line mates Newcomb and Graves. Graves dumps the puck in for the Gulls. Settled down there by DeCoste in behind the net. Pass up for Hunter. Plays it up the wall. Guthrow holds it in at the line. Gets it to Graves. Graves to McDonald. McDonald gets hooked up there by White. And that will lead to a delayed penalty. And then a big save made there by DeCoste as some good back and forth passing by the Gulls. Had DeCoste moving all over his crease, but he was able to settle it down and make the save. White is going to go off for hooking. Second power play of the game for the Gulls. Just coming at just 32 seconds of the second period. Puck comes to the line. Furlong able to hold it in there as the power play gets set up to Pellerine. Tried to make it pass. It goes off the skate of Jenkins. Pellerine gets it back. Now it comes back to Furlong. Plays it across. Now trying to go cross the slot with that pass, but too many blue shirts in the way. Ledrew at the near wall, as is Pellerine as they try to work at it. And again, if I'm mispronouncing it, it should be Pellerin or Pellerin. Let me know. Pellerine there, plays it back down into the corner. Pellerine now centers it. That's broken up by Rennie, and out come the Rangers. Just killing a little bit of time as they go and dump it down into the goal zone. 1 minute left in the penalty, taken there by White for the hook. Lead pass, gets all the way ahead. Newcomb brings it into the zone, but Carr strips him of the puck and sends it back the full length of the ice yet again. Cooper Fleming plays it out, but now it comes back to Owen Fleming. Wrapped around to the far wall again for Newcomb. 33 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Here comes Newcomb coming through center. Newcomb splits the D. Newcomb still with the puck. And then a pad save made there by DeCoste. Madigan in the corner. Gets it across there. There was a chance for Fleming. And then after the whistle, getting knocked down was Graves. As our officials talk it over, and it's going to be a roughing call against Pilgrim Edwards. So 5-on-3 for 15 seconds here. And for the Gulls, a great opportunity here to get the ball rolling offensively. 15 seconds of 5-on-3 with this penalty coming at 2:17 to Pilgrim Edwards for the rough. But can't ask for a much better result from a Rangers perspective as they win the draw and get the puck out to center ice. That'll pretty much kill off that first penalty. Here comes Madigan bringing it in. Out in front, they score! The first penalty had expired, but the fourth player was not all the way back into the play yet. So it is a power play goal, but it's a 5-on-4 power play goal, which means we're now back to 5-on-5. Just 4 seconds after the first penalty had expired, as the Gulls go to 1 for 3 on the power play here in this game and take the all-important first goal of the game lead. McDonald gets the goal from Newcomb and Madigan. So for McDonald, that's his first goal, third point of the tournament, assisted by Newcomb and by Madigan. And for Madigan, surprisingly, that's his first point. Madigan has been a stalwart out there defensively for the Gulls. Has also helped to generate some chances, but that's his first point here in this tournament. Vallis in his own zone had Shortall right on top of him. Casey in there as well. Now Casey takes a bump from Pilgrim Edwards. Pilgrim Edwards will get it up to Francis, who gets it out to center. Now Vallis plays it across to Carr. Carr tried to get it ahead for Francis. That's knocked down by Pellerine, and he'll get it back in deep as we approach 4 minutes gone here in period number 2. Puck played to the line, kept in there. Now across to the near side. Shortall completely whiffs on that shot attempt. And his counterpart wearing 14, Francis, gets it out to center. Back into the zone, dropped off for Joseph. That shot gets blocked. Now another shot that gets steered aside by DeCoste. To the line, Guthrow, he'll send it back down low all the way around to the far side. Vallis pushes it ahead to Hardy. He then leaves it for Jarrett Todd, to take out, sending it down the length of the ice. Joseph can't clear the zone. Pass comes to Jarrett Todd again. His shot goes well wide. Reeves in behind the net takes a big bump from Todd, but coming in to pick up the puck was O'Neill, and his pass for Joseph just a little bit too far in front of him. That'll allow Rennie to get it as we pass 5 minutes gone here in this second period. Joseph dumps it back in again into the near side corner. Back to get it there, McEwen. McEwen looking for options. Doesn't like what he sees, so takes it behind the net. Comes out the far side. Goes to play it ahead, but that's knocked down there by Newcomb. And now Rennie will take it behind the net. Rennie doesn't like what he sees either, so plays it back around to McEwen. McEwen back for Rennie, but he can't get his stick on it, and it comes all the way up to John, who's monitoring the blue line. Jenkins helping with the scrum to try and push it out. They can't clear the zone. Newcomb with the shot, and the save made there by Russ DeCoste with 9:06 left to go here in the second period. And the Gulls with the 1-0 lead. Gulls out shooting the Rangers 5-1 in this period, 10-5 overall. As their 5 shots on goal in this first 5:54 of this period, matching their 5 shots on goal that they had in all of period number 1. Here comes White down the ice. He gets hauled down and into Cooper Fleming. And it does not appear that any sort of a penalty is going to get called, although one could argue that White was denied from getting perhaps his best available scoring opportunity as he was hauled down. Now Owen Fleming after the draw. Puck came to him and wrapped around. Now trying to play it ahead, but it goes off the skate of a teammate right back to Madigan again. He'll dump it in this time, and DeCoste leaves it behind his net for Broderick. Broderick sends it around to the far side there. Carr doesn't like any of the options that he has, so takes it back behind the net, and he'll slow things down a little bit here. Now he'll go back out up the right wing side, playing it up the wall and out to center. White gets it to Lloyd. Lloyd, nice little move to create space for himself. Now gives it to White below the goal line. That was it was White below the goal line, pardon me. Now it's back down into the Rangers zone. Carr comes near side for Vallis. Vallis will lead the rush. Fans on his dump-in attempt, but the puck does still work its way across the blue line. Out to center. Carr takes a bump as he brings it in across the blue line. Now long lead pass. Here comes McDonald. McDonald coming in, takes a shot. DeCoste gets a piece of it. It bounces off the back wall. But the second shot that they might have had, nobody able to pull the trigger on that one. We've passed the halfway mark of this second period. Now here's O'Neill. He can't gather up that puck as he just overskates it. Furlong to McDonald, but Furlong couldn't quite keep his feet onside, so we'll get a stoppage. 7:16 left here in the second period. 1-0 in favor of the Gulls, courtesy of the power play goal by McDonald. His first goal, 3rd point of this tournament. Puck rolls all the way in to goaltender Cooper Fleming of the Gulls, and he'll cover up and hang on for a face-off with 7:09 left. Still 2 more games left to go after this one. The John Ol' Jim Cougars will take on the Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm at 6 o'clock, and then the 8 o'clock game, South Shore against the Bombers. There's a shot that goes wide and comes to the near side. McDonald down into the corner, out in front. And now coming out with it here is Jake Todd. He gets it over to Rennie. Back for Todd, but that pass too far in front of him as Todd was just out of gas at the end of the shift there. Couldn't quite get his stick out enough to get onto that pass. Now back out at center. McDonald chips it ahead. Rennie gets to it and chips it back up the other way. Pilgrim Edwards avoids one hit. Here comes Pilgrim Edwards. Drops it off. Shot taken. That goes up into the glass. Stays in play. Comes all the way around to Carr at the line. He tries to work it down the left wing side. Now Pilgrim Edwards gets it. Has it knocked away from him, but it goes right to Jenkins. He'll send it behind the net. Now back to the line for Broderick. Far side, Carr. His shot steered away there by Cooper Fleming. Down into the corner. Hardy coming out. Tries to go over the shoulder of Fleming, but the save made and held on to for a face-off. 5:49 gone here, or 5:49 left to go here in period number 2. Todd to take the draw against Casey. The puck sent right back toward Cooper Fleming. And now out to center ice. Broderick takes a hit as he makes the play to get the puck back out the other way. Jenkins can't hold it in at the line. Carr will dump it in, and as the Rangers touch up, that gives the Gulls a couple seconds to get organized, but they misplay that as Jenkins gets the shot away. Hardy looking for a rebound, but he won't find one as Cooper Fleming makes the save and hangs on for a face-off. 5:23 left to go here in period number 2. 1-0 in favor of the Gulls. Hardy gets waved out of the face-off circle. Jenkins will come in to take the draw against O'Neill. Jenkins wins it to Hardy. He takes the shot. That goes off the side of the net. Wrapped around the boards. McEwen at the line holds it in. Now O'Neill will get it out to center. Vallis there. Back on O'Neill's stick. Now he plays it back for Guthrow across. Furlong sends it out. And McEwen with it now. He'll play it back across there for Vallis. Lead pass to Hardy. Hardy trying to get it in, but it gets knocked down. Comes back to Hardy again. Stops at the wall. Sends it back down low. In to get it there is Todd. For Hardy behind the net. Hardy to the line, McEwen. Across to the far side. There's a shot, save made, puck steered into the corner. Now back in behind the net, Guthrow will get it. And Guthrow will look to clear it out to center. He does, but it goes all the way down the ice for an icing. And we'll take this opportunity to tell you about a few of our great sponsors helping to make this tournament happen this weekend, including Gino's Bakery in Stellarton, Swiss Chalet, West River Road to Glasgow, Barb's Diner in Westville, Tim Hortons, several Pictou County locations, Sobeys, TRA, and of course, the title sponsor of the hometown team in this tournament, Wearwell Garments, the title sponsor of the Wearwell Bombers. Puck played around to the near side. 4 minutes left to go here in period number 2. Gulls looking to get a breakout organized. It does come out to center. And coming out with it here, Newcomb. He can't split the D. Then McDonald following up. He can't get a shot away. Reeves does. And that goes wide. Now LeDrew, he'll take the shot, and that goes off the mask of DeCoste. Now McDonald trying to get around Carr. Carr gets good body position, forces the turnover, plays it out, and just past John. Gabriel John now plays it ahead. Rennie gets it across to the far side. Pass intended for Hunter. It goes off a couple of different sticks and skates. And now coming back in is Newcomb. Newcomb trying to get the pass across. That was broken up. Following up on the play, Madigan. He can't get a shot off as his stick was just disrupted enough by White. Madigan now in his own zone with 3 minutes left in the second period. Here's Madigan with it, working his way ahead. Gets it knocked off his stick by Francis, but it goes right to Fleming. Owen Fleming will dump it in. Back to get it in his own zone there. Broderick, he'll wrap it around to the far side. And now pass for Jake Todd. That goes off his skate to Madigan. Broderick knocks that one down at his own blue line. Now here comes Jake Todd. Todd coming in. His fellow number 9, Madigan, knocks it off his stick. And Madigan able to play it back to Owen Fleming behind the net. 2:18 left to go here in this period. Pass ahead for Casey. Casey trying to come around Vallis. Takes it behind the net. Went to play it back in front, but it goes off the side of the net and into the corner. Francis now for Pilgrim Edwards. Pilgrim Edwards takes it towards the front of the net of his own side and then has it roll away from him. But Pilgrim Edwards bailed out by his goaltender, Russ DeCoste, with a big save there with 1:58 left to go. Some more of those sponsors who deserve some recognition include a couple of our local pizza places, Sam's Pizza and Pictou County Pizza, as well as Proudfoot Home Hardware, Sacco Automotive, TD Waterhouse, and the Nova Scotia Major Midget and Major Bantam Hockey Leagues. Rangers looking to clear here with a one-goal game, last 2 minutes of period number 2. Joseph has it now at center ice. Gets it ahead and beyond McEwen. Down into the corner in the Ranger zone. Out in front. That one cleared away by Carr before Joseph could get a stick on it. Now here's Newcomb. Skating it along, tried to play it down low. It goes all the way down below the goal line. Out in front from Joseph, intended for Newcomb, but that's broken up by Hardy. Carr now off the wall and out to center. And now pass ahead here for Jenkins. Here comes Jenkins with the shot. Save made, rebound, picked up there by Hardy. Now back to the line, Rennie. He'll just quickly send it down into the corner as we're into the final minute of period number 2. Here's Hardy with it. Tried to get it out in front. That was knocked down by Newcomb. Now Newcomb sends it as far as the line. Rennie plays that with a high stick, and we'll get a stoppage with 46.6 left. And tell you about a few more of our sponsors, including McGilvery Fuels, Pioneer Coal, Inglis Jewelers, Hockey Nova Scotia, Grant Thornton, Combex, Citadel Coin, Kaylee Honda, Cabot Shipping, Blue Wave Energy Ultramar, Bike Monkey, and Anchor Toyota. Big thanks to all of those sponsors for helping to make this tournament happen and make it be the success that it has certainly been here to this point. Of course, a big thank you needs to go out to all of the players on all 7 of these teams as well, as they've helped make this tournament great with the quality of the hockey on the ice. 23 seconds left here in the period. Puck comes out to center. Vallis there, he'll play it ahead for Jenkins. Jenkins carries across the blue line. Fans on his pass attempt. May have gotten his stick lifted just a little bit there by Graves. Now Madigan takes a big bump, and the puck rolls to Fleming, Owen Fleming. But the Rangers will run out of time. They won't be able to get a shot away. And the goal way back at 2:36 of the first period still stands as the only goal so far. Or sorry, that was 2:36 of the second period. My apologies. So that goal at 2:36 by McDonald, with assists going to Newcomb and Madigan, has given the Gulls the 1-0 lead. Shots on goal in that period by the Gulls, 9 for a 2-period total of 13, and by the Rangers 6 for a 2-period total of 11. That'll do it for 2 periods of play here at the Pictou County Wellness Center, with the score 1-0 in favor of the Gulls over the Rangers. We're going to take a break. You are watching Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League Provincial Tournament action here on 360 Live. Welcome back as we get ready for the third period here in what continues to be the recurring theme of this tournament so far. Games that are incredibly close through the first two periods. More of the same of that here in this one as the Gulls carry that slimmest of one-goal leads into period number 3, the 1-0 margin, courtesy of the power play goal from Cale McDonald back at the 2:36 mark of period number 2. Big thanks to everybody tuning in here on 360 Live. Again, I want to thank everybody who's also participating on Twitter. Tuck sent a couple of tweets. First off, asking for my thoughts on Adam Farrell of the Bombers. And I got to say, I think maybe the biggest thing about Adam Farrell is he ends up flying so far under the radar because Lucas Canning and Kiefer Avery and Landon Sim draw so much of the attention from... I'm guilty of this as well, certainly. Those three guys, Sim and Avery and Canning, draw so much of the attention as far as the offensive highlights and everything else that goes on, that Kiefer Avery sometimes flies well under the radar, but he's one of those guys that has an awful lot of skill, has some very good hands, has an incredible work ethic, certainly, as you can really tell when he's out there on the ice, he's working hard every shift. And as well, the shout out for Dylan Tuck, as where your name comes from there, Tuck. Certainly, he's had a great tournament as well, scoring that goal in the game yesterday against the Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm. The shot from the point that had a bit of a seeing eye shot element to it as he was able to get it up and under the crossbar past the Storm goalie, and he's played really, really well, delivered some thunderous hits. Dylan Contuck has throughout the course of the first 3 games that the Bombers have played here in this tournament, and a great tournament for him, certainly, to this point. So thanks for the questions, thanks for the comments, everybody, as we continue things rolling here in this game number, losing track of it, game number 5 today, game number 9 of the tournament. They all start blending together here at some point. 2:20 left on the clock as we get ourselves ready for this third period. And if past games are any indication, the recurring theme should be the team that scores first in the third period will have the favorable outcome. That seems to be where it has stood so far. Either a team has trailed coming into the third and scored first and then come back to tie, or a team has led coming into the third, scored first, and was able to extend their lead further and go on to the victory. So which is it going to be? Well, we've got to wait at least a few minutes to find out. Cooper Fleming making his way back out into the net off to our right in the white, black, and green of the Gulls, with a little bit of gray in there as well. Whereas Russ DeCoste making his way into the net off to our left in the blue, red, and white with that Brooks Bandit style logo. If anybody wants to go online and actually look up the Brooks Bandits of the AJHL and their logo and compare it, it is certainly Tuck. Shout out to Dylan Contuck and giving thoughts on the way he's played. I didn't want to just give a shout out without saying why I thought he deserved a shout out, certainly. Play underway here in the third period. And down into the corner there with it, McDonald. He gets it knocked off his stick. Puck comes to Hardy now. Hardy will play it off the glass and out. Furlong just inside his own line, trying to get away from Jenkins, plays it out. And here comes Casey now as he took the feed from Pellerine. Pellerine now in the corner. Puck centered. The only one there was a blue jersey. That was Hardy. Hardy dumps it in off the glass. Puck comes all the way to Owen Fleming. He'll send it behind his own net. And coming out with it there is Madigan. His pass ahead to Pellerine. Pellerine will dump it in. It goes right on to DeCoste. And he's not going to take any chances here with 1:05 gone here in the third period. And the scoreline favoring the Gulls there by that 1-0 margin. Drop not done fairly as one of the Rangers came in a little bit early. So coming in to take the draw now instead of Pilgrim Edwards, it was Jake Todd. Puck ends up in behind the net. Coming out with it there is LeDrew. He'll play it back to the line. Madigan tees it up. And that's maybe the biggest shot we've seen from Madigan so far in this tournament. He's taken some shots from the point, but I think that one, the hardest velocity we've seen out of him so far here in this weekend. McEwen around to Vallis. Ahead for Pilgrim Edwards. He'll get it out to center, then pokes the puck ahead. Madigan able to turn it the other way. It comes to Owen Fleming. He'll get it up as far as Vallis. Then they play a little ping pong on either side of the red line. Now Francis will get it and flip it down into the goal zone in deep. Then Francis comes in and creates a turnover. Puck comes loose. Furlong able to get onto it, though, and get it out down the ice. Carr at his own blue line. Turning it quickly back up the other way. Here comes Carr. Carr with some speed. Stops at the top of the faceoff circle. Has to wait for his teammates to change. Now loses it. It rolls in behind the net. Hunter almost got onto it, but instead it comes to Graves. Now Graves loses it. It goes to Hunter. His shot goes off of the skate of John and into the corner. Out to center, picked up by Carr. He'll play it across as White over on the near side goes for a slide. Not sure what caused him to lose his footing. Here's Graves with it now. He'll just backhand it down softly into the Rangers zone. Back with it there is Carr. Carr takes it behind his own net. Stops at the face-off dot, gives it to White. White turns it over to Newcomb, following up is Graves. Graves tried to make the pass, but that's intercepted, and out comes White. He has it knocked off his stick there by Reeves, and it's down deep into the goal zone, picked up by John. Gabriel John working his way ahead. Has it knocked off his stick there by Jarrett Todd, and then John hauls Todd down, and that will lead to a penalty here. Delayed penalty coming up against the Gulls. There's a shot, looking for a deflection was Hardy. He couldn't get it. Puck comes out to center ice. Back to pick up there is Jenkins. He'll bring it back into the zone. Drops it off there, and then as the puck is touched, will get the hooking penalty. No, they're going to call it holding. Could have called it hooking, could have called it holding, could have called it interference. They're going to call it holding against Gabriel John, and so the third power play of the game for the Rangers. They were 1 for 3 coming into this period, or into this tournament, so they're now 0 for 5. Sixth power play of the tournament here, coming at 3:30 of period number 3. And again, the Gulls 11 for 11 on the penalty kill. The most penalized team in this tournament so far, but it hasn't come back to haunt them as of yet. Vallis with the dump in. Comes all the way around. Near side, Furlong plays it around to the far side. Guthrow now will get it off the boards and down the ice. Back to get it is Carr. Carr takes it behind his own net, comes out the near side, works his way up, cuts towards the middle of the ice, now to the left wing side. Back to Vallis, who just came across the blue line. Vallis now will give it back to Carr. Carr across to the far side, Centering pass there for Todd. It ends up going back to Hardy. Now Hardy takes it to the near corner, working it up the right wing wall, skating it along. Now gives it down to Vallis. In for Todd. Todd tried to make a pass for Jenkins, and then when it came back to him off of Joseph, tried the little stuff in short side. That doesn't work either. With 53 seconds left in the penalty and 15:23 left to go here in period 3. Off of the face-off, into the corner. Todd takes a bump there from Reeves. Also trying to get in there was Newcomb. Puck comes back to the line for Carr. He'll play it across to Jenkins. Now it comes back to the line for Carr again. He'll skate it along the blue line. Plays it down there to Hardy. Hardy, top of the face-off circle, takes a shot. It's blocked. Puck comes back to Carr yet again. His shot deflected. They score! Jenkins with the deflection. And the Rangers have tied up this game with a power play goal at 5:07 of period 3. It's 1-1. Jenkins with the deflection on the shot from the point from Carr for Jenkins, his first goal, second point of the playoffs. Or first goal, second point of the tournament, excuse me. For Carr, that'll be his second assist. As we get confirmation of Jenkins' goal, with Carr getting the assist, and Hardy getting a second assist on that one. For Hardy, that's his second point of this tournament as well. And now we're all even with under 15 minutes to go, and we talk about those first 5 minutes of the third period. That goal coming at 5:07, so not technically in those first 5 minutes, but awfully close. Now there's a shot by Pellerine. I'm not sure if the microphone picked it up, but you could hear that clang here all throughout the Pictou County Wellness Center. Now Hardy at center ice, coming into the zone. Hardy takes the shot, blocked by Furlong into the far corner. And out come the Gulls. That's Casey for McDonald. McDonald trying to settle it down, couldn't get a really good shot away. And out come the Rangers. As the Gulls trying to make a line change there with their door open and with the puck right in front of the door. And the puck ended up, I think, in the Gull bench, and so we'll get the face-off going to just outside the Gull blue line. They were one player short, so Joseph had to jump on, and now we'll get play back underway. Vallis goes across to the far side for Rennie. Rennie tried to play it off the glass. I think it might have actually hit the linesman. Now here comes Joseph. Joseph coming in, takes a shot, and a big save by DeCoste with 6:37 gone here in the third period. And just really quickly, I've never tried to do this before, but I'm going to try and do this now. To tell you what I've been talking about with the Brooks Bandits and their logo as opposed to, here's a chance for Pilgrim Edwards as he comes in. Pilgrim Edwards cutting in. What a save! What an incredible save by Cooper Fleming. I'll finish that thought at the next stoppage, but what a save by Fleming. Now Francis goes and dumps it back into the Gull zone, not very deep. Madigan bringing it back out. Madigan working his way ahead. Madigan with the shot. Save made. Puck steered down behind the net. Carr. Pilgrim Edwards. Newcomb. And I think that's Graves all in there in deep fighting for that puck. Coming out with it were the Rangers, and it's played out to center. Reeves gives to Furlong. Ahead and down the ice. Back to get it there, Broderick. He'll play it to the near side, Carr. 12:20 left to go, and now a tie hockey game. There's Hunter. He'll flip it in. Back to get it, Furlong. Furlong for Casey. Out to center. Puck comes up as far as Vallis. Now it's dumped in right onto DeCoste. He'll sear that aside for McEwen. For Hunter now. Hunter off the glass. Kicked back down low by Reeves. Comes to the near side for Furlong, who was pinching in. But that pass a little bit off target. And now it's flipped out to center. Madigan will pick up as he comes on a line change. Madigan blows a tire just outside the blue line. That'll allow Hardy to come out. Here comes Hardy, trying to work his way through 1-on-3, following up with Jenkins, but he overskates it. And Madigan will get it out to McPhee. Newcomb leaves it for Pellerine. Pellerine will dump it in. It comes off the end boards, hits the back of the net, and now McEwen in behind his net. McEwen doesn't like any of the options that he has, so he just stops and now plays it to Jenkins. Puck chipped out and to center. 9 minutes gone here in the third period. Here comes Newcomb. He brings it in across the line, but that comes in offside. And if you go to my Twitter feed, PetterPC_sports, you'll see what I mean about the similarity between the Rangers and the Brooks Bandits, as I'm posting a photo of the Brooks Bandits jersey and the logo that they've got, and you'll see the similarity there that I'm talking about between the Brooks Bandits and the Rangers. Here's Fleming with the puck now. Fleming plays it all the way around. Rennie will pick up there, plays it off the wall, held in by Madigan. Comes around to the near corner, Carr up to Francis. Out to center and into the goal zone. Back to get it is Joseph. Plays it around to the far side. Madigan getting away from the 1-4 checker. Now trying to get away from Francis. He gets tripped up. No call. Puck played ahead to Joseph. He'll dump it in right on to DeCoste as we near the halfway mark of period number 3. Francis with the puck gets it knocked off his stick by Pellerine. Pellerine down into the corner. Now it's picked up by the Rangers and sent out down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing call. 9:45 left to go here in period number 3. 1-1 the scoreline between the Rangers and the Gulls. Two metro area base teams, while the Rangers a little bit further afield as they're more towards East Hants. Still somewhat metro based, as from what I understand they've got some Sackville players as well. Here's Hardy coming in to Todd. Hardy takes a big hit after delivering that pass, but got the pass through to Todd. Now Todd coming out of the corner. That is going to draw a penalty, that hit on Hardy. As delayed penalty coming up, Todd still with the puck as he does a lap. Now Pilgrim Edwards will pick up, play it back to the line. Broderick sends it down. 6-on-5 here with the delayed penalty coming up. Puck comes across to the near side. Vallis plays it to Broderick. He can't handle the pass, and so it's out to center. And as Pellerine touches the puck, they're going to call that one a head contact. So Pellerine's going to get a 4-minute head contact penalty with 8:55 left to go. And so with this being a 4-minute penalty, it is technically the 4th and 5th power plays of this game and the 13th and 14th penalty kills of this tournament for the Gulls. again, we talk about the fact that they are the most penalized team in this tournament so far. There's a shot from the point. That gets blocked. Puck comes back to Carr after he took the initial shot. A glorious chance here for the Rangers if they can score with this power play. Puck is sent down the ice. Carr going back to get it. O'Neill on the forecheck, trying to kill off some of this penalty with the puck 200 feet away from his own net. Now Carr will bring it back up into center. Gains the red line, goes to dump it in. His stick was partially knocked, but still got the puck into the zone. Now it's back out and down the ice again. And going back to pick up his Carr. 3:10 left in the double minor. Carr works it ahead. Gives the puck now to Jarrett Todd into the zone. Stops just inside the blue line. Feeds it to Carr right on the Weeks Major Midget logo. Takes the shot. And that gets all the way through, and making the save, Cooper Fleming. For Fleming, that's his 14th save on 15 shots so far in this game. 2:52 left to go in the double minor. 7:47 left to go in the third period. Rangers win the draw, and taking it down below the goal line there was Francis. Francis gives to Jake Todd. He goes to play it back to the line, but it gets beyond McEwen, and he has to come back out and get things organized out at center ice. Pilgrim Edwards will bring it back in. Pilgrim Edwards fires it around to the near side. Joseph trying to clear. He can't. McEwen holds the line. Now to Jake Todd. Into the high slot to Pilgrim Edwards. Back to Todd again. There's a shot. Pad save made by Fleming. Out comes Joseph. He'll dump it down the ice. Coming out of the net to play it there is DeCoste, and he'll get it back out to center. Now picking it up at center is Joseph. He takes a bump. A bit of a blindside hit there by Pilgrim Edwards. Didn't hit him very hard, but knocked him down. Gulls looking for a interference call. They're not going to get one. We're into the second half of the double minor. 1:45 left to go in the penalty to Pellerine. Up comes Jarrett Todd. Todd didn't have much of an angle with anywhere to go, so he gives to Carr. Now Carr will get the dump in. Madigan playing it all the way back around. Jenkins holds it at the line, gives to Carr in his familiar spot right at the center of the blue line. Vallis with the shot, and the save made there. 1:17 left in the penalty. 6:12 left to go in the third period. And as we are getting into the closing stages, perhaps it's time to once again remind you, we've already had 2 ties in this tournament, one of them involving these Gulls. So the Gulls well aware that if a game ends in regulation with a tie score, that's how it stays. Carr gets it to the near side. Vallis back to Carr. 1:04 left in the penalty. Carr with a shot. That gets deflected, goes up into the glass, stays in play as it comes down to Jarrett Todd. Todd for Carr with a one-timer. It gets deflected, but able to stay with it there was Fleming. Now the Rangers still with the puck. Played back to Todd. He'll skate it along the line. Now to Carr. His shot goes just wide. Vallis out in front for Jenkins, and he couldn't get that one past Fleming. Finally, it's out to center. Casey got a stick on it. He takes a bump from Vallis. Then McDonald able to play it into the Rangers zone, but coming right back up again. 20 seconds left in the penalty. Here come the Rangers. Here's Carr with it now. Carr. Shot doesn't get all the way through. Puck was played with a high stick, says the referee, and so that will lead to a stoppage in play and the faceoff coming out to center ice. 7 seconds left to go in the penalty to Pellerine. A huge, huge kill of a double minor here. if the Gulls are able to finish off, and with the win of that face-off, they pretty much do. Puck down the ice and into the Rangers zone as we are now back to 5-on-5, and we're under 5 minutes left in the third period. There's Pellerine with a chance, and he puts it off the post, and then it goes up into the glass. Pellerine nearly atoning for his penalty in a big, big way with a glorious scoring opportunity there. Now it's turned over to Newcomb. His shot goes just wide. Shortall swung and missed at that puck. Now Furlong with it. Furlong takes it down below the goal line. He gets tripped up. Picked up now by Newcomb. Newcomb to the far wall. Back to the line for Reeves. To Furlong, back to Reeves again. Back to Furlong. Furlong goes cross ice. There's a shot. It gets blocked. Pellerine with a shot. That gets blocked. And Rennie, a couple of block shots, or sorry, that's not Rennie, that's Lloyd, with a couple of block shots there. He's in some pain, sacrificing the body to keep this 1-1 scoreline. For the Rangers, they're the only team yet to garner a point in the standings, and they are certainly looking to do something about that here in this one. Under 4 minutes left to go in the third period, tied at 1. Out to center. Here's Jenkins trying to get it to Hardy, too far in front of him. Now in behind the net, Jenkins looking to get it out front for Todd, but he had a man all over him. Todd goes behind the net. He gets tied up by Madigan. Now the puck comes to the line, Vallis. All the way in behind the net, Todd. He's tied up with Madigan again. And the Gulls will get it out to center. Carr flips it up to Hardy. Hardy trying to get the puck in, but it's knocked down at the Gull blue line. McDonald takes a hit from Carr. They're going to call that a penalty. They're going to call that one kneeing. So the Gulls will go to the power play with 3:13 left to go. The only goal for either team has been a power play goal. One power play goal for the Gulls, one power play goal for the Rangers as Hardy goes off for kneeing. With 3:13 left to go here in the third period. The Gulls 1 for 3 with the power play in this game, 3 for 8 with the power play overall. The Rangers penalty kill, they have successfully killed off 3 of 8 in this tournament. They've successfully killed off 2 of 3 in this game. Furlong, Madigan, Casey, Pellerine, Newcomb, Jenkins, Carr, Jarrett Todd, and Vallis. Casey taking the draw against Jenkins. Neither guy wins it cleanly, but the puck does go to the Ranger defenseman Carr, who sends it down the length of the ice. Now a pass gets deflected by Jenkins. Jenkins, nice little move. Jenkins gets a shorthanded shot away. That's easily steered aside by Fleming. 1:40 left in the penalty, 2:50 left in the period. Pass ahead, here comes Casey. Casey working down the left wing, gets the puck knocked off his stick, and the Rangers, so far so good for them on this penalty kill. 1:25 left to go in the man advantage. Pass for Newcomb, misses the target, just slightly behind him. Pilgrim Edwards able to disrupt as well. Now here comes Madigan. Gains the left wing side of center ice and dumps the puck softly in. And then right back out again as Fleming sets it up for Madigan. Long lead pass for Pellerine. Pellerine gets his pocket picked by White. White now gets around Reeves. White coming in, fans on his shot. Couldn't get a good shot away there as he fanned on it, and the Gulls come back out. Here's Newcomb. Newcomb on the left wing side fires a shot, and that goes wide. and comes all the way around and down to Owen Fleming in his own zone. 30 seconds left in the man advantage. Under 2 to go here in the period. In behind the net, McDonald. He brings it back out. Back to the line for Owen Fleming. Back to McDonald again. McDonald tried to set it up in front, but that was cleared away to the near side wall. Now Fleming at the line. Skating it along, now gives to McDonald. Back to Fleming. Fleming looking for a shooting lane. Can't find one. Now gives to McDonald. He gets the shot through, and a save made by DeCoste. Several jabs at it after it was underneath the glove. And the Rangers, understandably a little upset there, as there were 2 or 3 jabs at that puck after it was under the glove of Ross DeCoste. 3 seconds left in the penalty, 1:16 left in the third period. Jenkins and Newcomb to take this draw. Neither guy wins it cleanly, but the Gulls do get possession. We're back to 5-on-5. They score! A huge goal with 1:09 left to go. As Newcomb, just after the penalty expired, Newcomb able to just beat DeCoste at 18:51 of the third period. 4 seconds after the penalty expired. And we are back at the situation where the Gulls lead by 1. Rangers have just a minute left to avoid going to 0-3. I have no idea who got the assists. I couldn't hear a thing on that. There's a shot. Extra attacker is out there as the net is empty. Puck heading back. It will get to the goal line, and so that'll be an icing. A good second came off after the whistle blew. 32.8 seconds on the clock. Timeout now taken by the Rangers, with 32.8 left, as they have to try and find a way to tie this game up. Power play goal score, or not a power play goal, an even strength goal just after the power play expired, scored by Newcomb. His third goal, 4th point of the tournament. I couldn't hear a thing as far as the announcement of who the assists were. And there was such a scramble before the puck went in, I couldn't even fathom a guess from what I saw as to who the assists were. 32.8 on the clock. Casey, McPhee, McDonald, Furlong and Madigan, Hardy, Rennie, Jenkins, Jarrett Todd, Vallis and Carr. As the extra attacker is out there, Casey wins the draw to Furlong, plays it around to the far side, Madigan. He gets it ahead, not able to clear the zone as Carr holds it in. Now Madigan fires it around to the near side. Vallis holds it in, 20 seconds left. Now it's sent out down the ice, and that'll be another icing with 14.8 on the clock. Right idea there by Furlong, but you might have wanted to take a little bit off of that shot, so it took a little bit longer to get to the goal line. Try and kill a little bit more time with draw weight rather than takeout. Now Furlong around the boards, gets it to the line. Carr, 8 seconds left. Trying to get a shot away was Todd. He can't. The puck gets out beyond Carr. That will do it. The Gulls will earn the victory and move into first place, improving to 2-0-1 with a victory 2-1 over the Rangers here this afternoon. An incredibly close, hard-fought game for the Rangers. 2 games today, 2 losses by a single goal. They dropped to 0-3 on the tournament, and you can't help but feel for Russ DeCoste giving up that goal with 1:09 left to go. An incredibly hard-fought game by both of these teams. Give full credit to the Gulls. They earned that victory to move into first place in the standings with a record of 2-0-1. For the Rangers, they'll have one more shot tomorrow to try and get some points in the standings. But with the way things look right now, it may not end up being enough. Even if they do get a win tomorrow against the Storm, we'll have to wait and see. Time for the announcement of the players of the game. And Russ DeCoste is the player of the game, making 18 saves on 20 shots. You can tell the way he's skating over that he's a little bit disappointed right now, but he did everything that you could ask of a goaltender. The 2 goals that he gave up. And Newcomb with the game-winning goal as well as an assist on the first goal is the player of the game for the Gulls. Not a big surprise there either. So that will do it for this one. On behalf of the awesome cameraman and technical guru I've got off to my left, Neil, this is Michael Petter saying, may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score once again, Gulls improved to 2-0-1 with a 2-1 victory over the Rangers. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back to bring you the Cougars and the Storm here on 360 Live.